back to Women's Wrestling Army. A major rematch starts now.
This match is set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, competing out of Baltimore, Maryland, Gia Scott.
What we saw in our WWA documentary series when we went behind the scenes from our last taping in Chicago, an injury suffered in the matchup between Gia Scott and Brooke Valentine. Here we have the matchup that both competitors talked about how much they wanted. Another opportunity to face one another. So much on the line, tensions are high, and certainly a lot on the mind of the competitor making her way to the ring now.
Her opponent, competing out of Des Moines, Iowa, Brooke Valentine.
2022 has been such a journey for Brooke. First, losing the title of Queen here at WWA, then encountering this knee injury in the unaired match that you mentioned her and Gia participated in. I got a chance to speak to Brooke earlier, and you know, she said there's a bit of anxiety, a little bit of trepidation in coming into this match once more with Gia, but she's been doing PT on her leg, and she's ready to kind of get back in there. After all, you got to stare fear in the face sometimes, right, Alyssa?
1000%. And yeah, we talk about coming back from an injury. There is the physical therapy. There is the, you know, training the physical body part, but also there's such a mental aspect and Brooke Valentine making her in-ring return here at Women's Wrestling Army. So much to prove to her opponent, so much to prove to the fans here, so much to prove to herself. And certainly we're seeing the same set of situations that, and a birthday being celebrated, the birthday weekend of Brooke Valentine here at our taping.
Oh. Strong words levied by Gia Scott.
Yeah, the bell sounds, and looking to deliver a perfectly wrapped present of violence to Brooke Valentine, but Valentine slamming Gia face first to the mat.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
We can see Gia staring absolute daggers at Brooke. Once more with feeling, circling up one another. Rear waist lock from Gia Scott. Brooke Valentine, is, as you had said, Sam, suffered a loss at the hands of Queen Aminata, lost the title of Queen Bee that she had held in the past, and really has had to try and figure out who Brooke Valentine is. What's her journey look like?
And of course, when that journey gets stifled by injury, and now Gia going for the lower body, could we potentially see a Gia really go in there, be particularly vicious, and get it on that leg?
I think
not able to get Brooke down.
Yeah, Brooke Valentine seemed like she was almost trying to provide some potential tips to Gia Scott.
Yeah, like, you can try, but honey, I'm gonna take you down. I think that's what Brooke meant.
Yeah, the greatest damn woman was taken down to the mat, but now scooped up by Brooke Valentine. And put you down she will.
And with a smile on her face.
Brooke Valentine digging deep, but now pushed off the ropes and the big shoulder block. Brooke Valentine now firing up. Trepidation be damned, and now able to dodge the blow. Winding through. It's the shoulders down. Gia Scott rolls out.
Crafty movement there, though, by Brooke Valentine.
No doubt about it. Oh, again, Gia Scott taken down to the mat. Gia Scott has tons of power, but is at a bit of a mass advantage standing across from Brooke Valentine, who has a really strong base of control in this matchup. The weave through the ropes, though, is Gia. Oh, and wrenching the shoulder of Brooke Valentine from one body part to another.
Very opportunistic on the part of Gia, but that's the way you take down a competitor like Brooke, piece by piece by piece. But Brooke now trying to fight out, but Gia very much so has that wrist lock locked in place. Both ladies have a lot on the line here, Alyssa. After all, I think each woman could use a win here tonight.
There is no denying that, and now Brooke Valentine, that shoulder's in trouble, the hook of the leg from Gia Scott. Brooke powers through, able to kick out. The matchup continues, and very wisely, Brooke Valentine rolling out to ringside, putting more distance, and a gap that Gia Scott is looking to close.
Gia staying on Valentine like white on rice. Whoa! Thrusting her right into the ring post. That right arm not looking too good right now.
Yep, the corner of the steel post providing a perfect playing field for Brooke Valentine's shoulder to perhaps be separated on. Oh my God! Gia Scott thoroughly enjoying the pain and agony that she is, and dancing.
It's sick.
Yeah, Gia Scott, we know, hasn't had the nicest of upbringings, went through some adversity in her life, and certainly is, instead of taking a high road, has gone low. Oh! Thunderous chop across the chest of Brooke Valentine.
I think we're gonna see one more here. Oh.
Unleashing is the greatest damn woman. Oh, but able to dodge, and straight to the post goes the hand of Brooke Valentine, or the hand of Gia Scott. Now Brooke Valentine, a flurry of offense to Gia Scott.
Perhaps unleashing a little bit of that frustration and not being able to compete for so long due to this injury.
Brooke Valentine wants the matchup to continue, broke the referee's count so that she could continue her offense.
Shaking off those cobwebs on that arm, but Gia up first as Brooke gets back into the ring. Oh, boot to that shoulder again. What an onslaught to the shoulder.
Yeah, more of focus on the shoulder. Wrenching now on the arm against that bottom rope, and again though, staying within our referee's count.
And you know, I've got to say, Alyssa, I'm sensing maybe a little bit of extra anger, more than we're used to seeing in Scott here, with this relentless pursuit of that body part in Brooke. Could it be that she just has a chip on her shoulder over two major losses to Kylan King and Masha Stankovic?
Gia Scott, though, looked very strong in both of those competitions. And, but certainly did facing those competitors light more of a fire under the greatest damn woman. And now, oh, goes through with a boot wash across the face of Brooke Valentine.
Willing to do what she has to do to win here, goes for that cover.
And rolls to the center of the ring, really trying to make sure that Brooke Valentine was far from the ropes and could not force a break.
Dragging Brooke to the center. Must have something planned here. Up.
Oh, but Brooke locking her hands. If Brooke Valentine releases that hold, it could be over. Oh, no, no, no.
Up.
Again, fingers interlaced for Brooke Valentine, and Gia Scott working so hard to separate them all. The damage on the arms, the fingers of Brooke Valentine in a world of pain.
Now those ligaments are just being stretched on both arms, and you've got to be thinking Brooke Valentine is feeling that pain going right up to her shoulders. Oh, biting!
Our referee exercising his discretion here, ensuring that Brooke Valentine can continue to compete. Bit of a chastising to Gia Scott. Oh, but Brooke Valentine was trying to plant herself against the ropes, but the arm gave out.
Sends Gia off, and sidewalk slam to Gia Scott.
Brooke Valentine feeling that frustration, recently DQ'd against Mr. Kate, the hook of the leg after the leg drop. Gia Scott kicks out. Brooke Valentine feeling the energy, fighting through the frustration, keeping her focus on Gia Scott.
And now Brooke's back to Gia Scott. No turning around, but it's too late. Big boot to Gia. Goes to Brooke, goes for that cover.
Oh, and Brooke Valentine, explosive kick out. But did that take all of the last bits of energy out of Brooke Valentine? Now Gia Scott wrapping herself around the shoulder and bellowing for Brooke Valentine to give up. Brooke Valentine, who fought through multiple injuries, who had to be sidelined for months,
Who had her title taken away.
no longer able to call herself queen here at Women's Wrestling Army, finding that crown within herself. But now, Gia Scott bending Brooke Valentine in ways that her body is not meant to be bent.
Brooke with both arms immobilized here, but the fans very much so rallying behind Valentine. Will she use that to pick herself back up and change the tide of this match?
One arm able to escape. A desperation strike from Brooke Valentine.
Creating a bit of distance here. Oh, I think she might have put that shoulder back into place.
Oh, jeez. Now picked up Slim down to the canvas. Brooke Valentine using every last bit and trying to get feeling back into that arm.
Valentine digging deep here. Oh,
Taking off her feet to the back. Suplex. But Brooke Valentine, so much damage has been done at the hands of the greatest damn woman, cannot capitalize on the prone Gia Scott.
at this moment, it's anyone's game, Alyssa. Who is going to get up first and hold that advantage at this point in the match? It looks like Valentine is up, but Gia not too far in tow.
Laid out with a clubbing blow. Double axe handle shot. And now picks up Gia Scott, plants her down once more. Brooke Valentine scrambling to the cover, hooking the leg. Gia Scott able to kick out. Scott showing so much determination, but Brooke Valentine has really been fighting through the onslaught from Gia Scott throughout this match.
She certainly has.
Gia Scott is someone who in her life feels like she has had things taken away from her. So now, people do find her to be mean and angry, but said nice girls don't always finish first.
Brooke V rearing up, looking confident.
Sight set that cannonball on Gia Scott. Hook the leg, looking to end it here, and Gia Scott
Just barely kicking out there.
Gia Scott still alive in this matchup here at Women's Wrestling Army. Brooke Valentine, you can see taking this momentary reprieve to try and shake those limbs out a little bit, that upper body in a world of danger throughout this match.
Absolutely, at best, put some blood back into the system, slap the area. But Brooke Valentine so resilient in her pursuit of her identity. A win tonight against Gia Scott could really propel her.
But now,
Uh-oh.
Gia Scott takes Brooke Valentine face first to the mat. Looking to end it here is Scott.
Whoa!
Brooke Valentine. Incredible determination, so much heart that we're seeing from Brooke Valentine here in this matchup against the greatest damn woman.
And Gia unleashing a guttural cry, a look of rage in her eyes, motioning at Brooke Valentine. Is she looking to finish business right now?
Yeah, laser focused on Brooke Valentine, that rear waist lock. Ripcord. But Brooke Valentine planting herself down. Able to get a blow to the back of Gia Scott, forcing some separation here against her opponent. Oh, and a back elbow shot. Brooke Valentine comes off the ropes. Oh! Road breaker, double knees to the face. Brooke Valentine collapse is in a heap. Now Gia Scott looks to end things here against Brooke Valentine. That is it.
The winner of this match, Gia Scott.
Gia Scott now wiping her boots clean, show of some disrespect against a previous opponent in Brooke Valentine. some words for our fans at home. And I mean, this was a matchup I think meant so much to both of these competitors. And it is Gia Scott picking up a decisive win and a first win on her record here at WWA. But so much appreciation to Brooke Valentine fighting through the offense of Gia Scott throughout this match.
And we have to think, what would this loss, do to Brooke's psyche? We'll have to wait and see.
You know, Brooke Valentine asking herself, where does she go from here?